Hi all, it's Wednesday again and we're back for What's Up Wednesdays for real estate and financial services market update in the real estate world, mortgage world, and of course our community. I'll start with the home sales, and I'm happy to report that lately on at least on my area here in Southern California, there's still a lot of new listings coming in. There's 19 in my region, and price changes, well, 80% of them have, yes, dropped their list price around 5% or less, but still our buying temperature is still kind of warm. We're still moving. There's still a lot of pending sales. In fact, today I've been writing offers and a couple of closings coming up for me. So, thank God for the blessings. I am very sensitive for the others that are unemployed right now or losing their jobs. And I actually have a good news about that. And so stay tuned for that news later on this broadcast. So it's looking like the current crisis is not really going to break the housing market. There's still a lot of demand for housing, because even before our crisis we have had housing shortage, and so some of the sellers are also holding off right now. So there's a lot of properties that are on hold, but on the other side of the coin we do have an increased level of unemployment. So those buyers that were looking for houses or were able to buy homes are now unable to do so due to unemployment. So there's two sides of the coin. I don't really want anybody to quote on whether the market is going to be good or bad, only because I just want to present to you the facts. And on this, at least for today, not my opinion. I just feel that we still need a little bit of time to really determine where the market is going on housing sales wise. Now, mortgage, there's really good rates today. This week is probably one of the good time to lock or call your mortgage broker to send in your application to lower down that interest rate, especially VA. We have gotten a new announcement of a very low IRS, or what we call the IRRL. Sorry, I can't say the word properly, but this is for VA loans that are streamlined. So I have really great rates for that. It's really great if you're ready, because it is looking like it's gonna be low threes or even touching the twos. So please, if you are a veteran or you're a retired military, please give me a call. I would be happy to share with you what your rate is going to be depending on your situation. I always say that it depends on your circumstance, because no matter how low the advertised rates are going to be, everything is going to be around what your current situation is, your credit score, your income, and all the other things that goes around the loan. Especially not everybody lending side or the lenders are tightening up. So that's for the mortgage. Now, I'm saying is on the real estate side, everything is turning digital. I think everybody has noticed that. So even showing properties, agents are not able to show it virtual tours. The only thing that I would say is I would still want the buyers to step in the home and feel how welcome they feel, how warm the house feels, or if the house is calling their name. I can't put that into words, but when I show properties, I always say make sure that the house feels home to you, and that's when that's the home for you. So digital transactions are in right now. We've been doing that even before this crisis started. Regal Real Estate and Financial Services have been a leader in that, and that goes the same for loans. So we are mostly digital, from application to escrow, and the only time that we really see us in the lending side would be when our notary comes to your home, of course with the PPEs and precautions, and that's the only time you sign your loan documents. So everything else is digital, or at least on the email. We still have faxes, but just so that it's available for those who needs it. There are still many talks regarding forbearance. Now I say this again, if you have been directly impacted by the crisis, please go ahead and call and avail the forbearance because that is made for you. But just this week, the Federal Housing Finance Agency that oversees Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac loans have announced that they want to clarify that they didn't really want to give hardship to the borrowers, and the balloon payment that we've been talking about that could potentially give the borrowers a really hard time financially during the end of the forbearance period. They said that that's not required, or that's not something that they mandated, and still that is in the control of your servicer or your lender. So it is not the only option. So please, when you call and ask for forbearance, make sure that you ask all of your options, the available options. And it is not only the balloon payment, but there's modifications. You can also have your payment attached to the end of the loan, or some sort of a refinance or a repayment plan. So if you have any more questions regarding that, you may call us at 1-833-33-REGAL, or go to forbearance.us, www.forbearance.us. A lot of care has been given and a lot of hours has been given to put together that website, and it's really just facts and a question and answer format so that it's not difficult for you to find the answers you're looking for. And only reliable sources are placed there as a resource, nothing less. And that's our goal, is to make sure that to give you the most up-to-date and factual information. So again, if you have any more questions, you can call us 1-833-33-REGAL, REGAL, or go to www.forbearance.us. And now for our community update. Before I do that, I still want to thank the frontliners. And on top of the frontliners, I also want to say thank you to our mail carriers, to the people who are picking up our trash, our logistics people, and grocers, our cooks, our people who are still working despite what's going on right now. I want to say thank you to that, and kudos to our city officials, our county and government officials that are out there and just doing their best to be of service to the public. And I salute you for your courage. I salute you for your unwavering support of the community, so we can at least live as normal as we can, even through the circumstances. As far as COVID-19 testing sites, here in the city of Carson, some of our friends and some of the people around the area have lined up to the Carson Community Center to avail of the free COVID-19 testing, and that's open to the public. I don't think you need an appointment to go there, but if there's any chance that you may want to know if you have been exposed to or are positive to the COVID-19 virus, go ahead and get yourself tested. You'll be doing yourself a favor, as well as everybody else that are around you, your loved ones and your friends and family. So please avail of those. Outside of Carson, I know there's one in Rolling Hills, and there's also one in LA. But please go ahead and Google the testing sites that are available for you, and take advantage of that. Thank you for those who are still protecting themselves and wearing their face coverings and mask when you are out, and practice the social distancing practices still at this point. The reason why this quarantine is working, and it is helping with the lowering of the curve or flattening of the curve, is that we are still, a majority of us are still practicing that. In the city of Los Angeles, or the Los Angeles County in general, we have 573 new cases, and that brings us a total of 20,996 confirmed cases. And for the entire state of California, we have 1,198 new cases with 46,164 confirmed cases. This is the reason why I still would like for us to continue our safe practices, because it is still affecting people. And even if we are seeing a lot of improvement, it is still out there. It is still going to kill those who are close to us. So please let us still continue to be vigilant and also be respectful of the others. On Saturday, we are bringing back Dr. Blasco, the emergency room doctor who's been following COVID 19, back in our one on one interview here in my timeline and also on the FACC SLAA timeline. So we can bring you the update and what's going on the front line, because Dr. Blasco works in a couple of emergency departments here in Southern California. So be there at 5 p.m. this Saturday here in my timeline. If you want, I can send you a direct invitation to that broadcast. You can just go ahead and message me down below, and see you then. For those of you who have been following my timeline, I have conducted interviews with people who have a lot of knowledge regarding the SBA's EIDL as well as the PPP, and just recently I have Mr. John Lau, who has shared with us what's new on the PPP loan, the second batch. So if you have not availed of that yet, I think there's still a lot of banks that are receiving or still taking in applications. Another resource for those of you who are gig workers, independent contractors, self-employed, just like myself, Californians can apply unemployment under the Pandemic Unemployment Assistance Program from the EDD, State of California EDD. So if you have not been able to get qualified for the PPP, or perhaps just give it a try, you can go to edd.gov and see if you can send in an application, because if you are eligible, business owners, self-employed individuals, independent contractors, you can get a minimum of $167 per week and an extra $600 through the Federal CARES Act, and that goes through July if they don't change the date. So if you go to their website, edd.ca.gov, you can find more information about it. I'm not an expert, so I'm not going to go through the details, but if you go to the website, there's a lot of materials you can read from there, or you can try calling 1-800-300-5616 for more information. It may take a while for you to get to somebody, but please try, because this is something that could help you get through the times right now. And lastly, I want to invite you this Friday at 6 p.m. on my timeline, or the FACC SLAA timeline, to watch our interview with Eric Lachica in regards to census, the importance of being counted, and what happens when you're counted and the impact to the community. Did you know that your response matters? Did you know that it helps give budget to health clinics, the fire department, schools, roads, highways? And I want to know how the census can shape many different aspects in our community. I'm curious. And so if you are as curious as myself, please log in or go to my timeline on Friday at 6 p.m. We're going to talk about census consensus. And hopefully I'll see you there. We're going to have a great conversation, and I'm pretty sure we're going to come out knowing more how it's important, and hopefully make sure that you get counted. So that's what's up this Wednesday. It is the last Wednesday of April, 29th, and hopefully we all see better May. And please continue to be kind, be considerate, and stay safe. See you all soon.